How can we reduce stress and anxiety? Don't focus on what you can't control. It really helps keeping a positive mindset if you can identify the things that you cannot change and choose to not focus on them. Some things are completely out of our control and are absolutely not worth the energy to even think about those things. So maybe you're wondering, what does that have to do with stress? Well, if you're always worrying about things that are out of your control, then you're definitely going to be stressed out all the time. So basically, if you find yourself always down because of certain things that are completely out of your control, then you have to find a way to stop focusing on those things. And why would you do that? You're doing it for yourself, not for anybody else. So, and if you could somehow figure out the things that you're able to change and make a strong effort to change those things, then definitely it's going to reduce your stress level and your anxiety, and it's going to produce positive emotion because you're going to see yourself accomplishing things that you never thought you could accomplish. So next is one of my favorite ones, and I actually found a perfect illustration for what I'm trying to say. So this one is divide problems into smaller problems. Now, as you can see in this drawing, it's perfect because you can see this guy. If you want to think of each step of the ladder as a problem, then basically this guy has his problems divided up way too big, so he can't even reach the first step. And this guy, you know, what's the problem? Getting from here to up there. So basically, this guy solved that problem, that big problem, by dividing that big problem up into a bunch of smaller, a lot more easier to accomplish problems. So if each step of the ladder is a solution for that problem, so you could see this guy basically divided that problem up into a lot more pieces than this guy. So that's just a perfect example of what I'm trying to say. So moving on, divide problems into smaller problems. Breaking down our problems into smaller and more realistic, solvable problems reduces stress and anxiety. The future starts to become more clear with an achievable path to success. So, next is be honest with yourself. So, how can we reduce stress and anxiety by being honest with ourselves? Well, um, always try to find, always try to find, always try to find how you are responsible for any situation in your life. Don't blame other people for the mistakes that you have clearly made. Don't hold back from apologizing to those that deserve it. Being honest and owning up to your mistakes will give you positive emotion and reduce stress. And it's like taking accountability. It's frustrating when other people are to blame, but when it's yourself that's to blame, then that's even better because you're responsible and you can fix it if you really want to fix whatever it is. So definitely being honest with yourself and whatever is bringing you down, just try to figure out what was the cause and how you're responsible for it, and basically try not to do it again. Next is do something. Basically, it doesn't even really matter what it is, as long as you're doing something that you enjoy, obviously. But definitely having something to do is very important, and it has a lot to do with whether we feel depressed or not. Because if we really don't have any type of goal that we're moving towards, we are going to feel depressed. So definitely doing something and basically creating some sort of a goal, some sort of some sort of challenge. Definitely, that's going to reduce your stress and your anxiety. And so, so yeah, studies have shown that having some kind of objective reduces stress and promotes positive emotion when progress is being made towards that goal. And the next way we can reduce our stress and anxiety is to forgive yourself, and that's it's serious. I really mean it. It might be one of the hardest things you can do is to forgive yourself, and if you really think about it, we'll forgive other people a lot faster than we forgive ourselves. So think about that, how many times we've forgiven people for doing things, that it's okay to forgive them, but just to say, um, we don't forgive ourselves as easily. We beat ourselves up for stuff that we do and stuff that we don't do and mistakes that we've made. We really beat ourselves up for that. Um, forgive yourself. Be kind with yourself. Think of yourself as your little brother. Treat yourself like, well, if you want to treat your little brother good, treat yourself like your son. Treat yourself like you're someone that deserves being treated well, and forgive yourself. Because we all make mistakes, and that's easy to say, but life is hard. Life is hard enough as it is. So, doesn't make any sense beating yourself up for a bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter in the long run anyway. So definitely, try to forgive yourself, and that's definitely going to reduce your stress and anxiety. And no matter what it is, just try to forgive yourself, and treat yourself the way you would treat others if you're inclined to treating other people well. so So yeah, it's important to forgive ourselves if we want others to forgive us, especially as well. Yeah. So definitely, it's important to forgive ourselves if we want others to forgive us as well. Um, we need to be kind to ourselves and stop punishing ourselves. 100%, 100%, and that definitely will reduce stress and anxiety. So my next way to reduce stress and anxiety is to spend time in nature. Definitely getting out into the forest, and breathing fresh air, exercise. Even running hills is really good. So just anything to get your blood moving, and even if it's for 30 minutes a day, just definitely getting out. It'll make a huge difference. Definitely, if you're feeling anxious, and if you're feeling a little bit stressed out, just go outside, just go take a walk, go somewhere, you know um doesn't really matter where, but just get out, and go somewhere you like to go, and definitely it's gonna help out. Don't stay inside, and don't um just keep your head in the pillow, and feel stressed out, and depressed. Get outside if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling not well, just go outside, take a walk, and it'll definitely help with your stress and your anxiety, and it'll also clear your mind, and reduce your stress, and increase your creativity as well. Definitely. So I missed the R over there on reduce, but you get the idea. But definitely, getting out into nature, and getting your blood moving, and getting some exercise, it does help with creativity as well. If you're a creative person and you like to, if you're some sort of an artist, then that's going to help with your creativity as well. Definitely. So the next way we can reduce our stress and anxiety is actually to help someone. And you might find that hard to believe, but it does have have benefits to helping people. It creates a lot of positive emotion. You feel good about yourself, and it it's it's I mean, I'm sure we've all felt that at some point in our life when we help someone out. Just that good feeling we get from it, but I guess we don't appreciate it that much, or we take it for granted. But definitely helping out other people um, is full of positive things. So it can only bring positive things, So that's another way that you can reduce your stress and or anxiety. And so, like I wrote here, you won't believe it until you try it. Helping someone out, no matter how little, can have a huge impact on our mood in a positive way. So, so no matter how you're feeling, if there's someone that's in need of of some kind of help, then don't hesitate. Because you're gonna benefit. You're gonna benefit from that as well. So regardless, so definitely that's another way to reduce your stress and anxiety. It's to help someone out, and definitely you'll see how much that helps you out in a positive way. So my next tip on reducing stress and anxiety is to sleep more, basically. And I couldn't stress this enough, how important this is. I was listening to some sleep doctor on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and wow, I really didn't um, realize how much losing sleep affects us. So so definitely, even when it comes to how stressed out we feel, and how anxious we are, definitely, um, you know keeping up with our sleep and not missing sleep, getting our good 7 to 8 hours per night, definitely is going to reduce your stress level and your anxiety level. So I wrote here, this could actually be number one, and it should be number one. I didn't really put these in any particular order. This is more just 10 different ways, or tips, or tricks, or whatever, hacks, whatever you want to call it. But um, this is just another tip to reduce your stress and anxiety. So definitely sleep more. And like I wrote, this should actually be number one. You wouldn't believe how much lack of sleep affects us. Without a minimum of 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, we are reducing how performant our brain will be over time, and that's just an understatement. I wrote that. I wrote that like that, but that's definitely just an understatement, because it has major effects on us. So, and not positive either. So my next tip, and I believe this is the last one, number 10. Uh, wait, my tenth, my 10th tip on reducing stress and anxiety. It's to talk to someone, and it might sound like a cliche, but it's serious. Um, so like I wrote here, you're if you're feeling alone, you're definitely alone if you don't speak up. If you decide to not talk to anyone, then you're just doing more harm to yourself. So no matter how difficult it may be, somehow find a way to speak to someone, and you'll be surprised, how much people will listen. So especially, when people are gonna know when you're serious. When you need to talk and you're not okay. People are gonna notice that. So don't hold back. If you're not feeling well. If you're, stressed out, if you're anxious, if you're feeling depressed, if you're having negative thoughts, talk to someone and just get your thoughts off of your mind, and 100% you'll see how much that reduces your stress and your anxiety. So I also wrote here, and that's a good one. It's you need you to talk. You need you. Because no one else is going to. No one else is going to. Is going to read your mind. No one else is going to. Everyone realistically has their own problems. And everyone's busy. Everyone's occupied and distracted. So yeah, don't wait for people to come and see if you're all right. If you're not feeling good, talk to someone. People are gonna listen, and definitely do yourself a favor. So I'll finish up with my favorite illustration here. I hope this helps you. Um, it's not easy out there, and and believe me, there's no shortage of problems out there. So don't feel like you're alone with whatever you're dealing with. People are dealing with all sorts of stuff, no matter what they look like on social media, and no matter how great their life seems. I guarantee you, people are dealing with problems all the time. And they don't go away. You solve one problem and another one comes up. So what you need to really work on is your problem solving capabilities. So I'll leave you with that, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.